What do you get when Vikings go samurai? Check out this Patreon request. We're going to show you.
Through battles and through strife, our spirits never die. We stand against the darkness, we were born into the fight. In the echoes of history, our legacy shall stand. With armor on, with courage, upheld by our hands. By the heart of our katana, by the soul of our armor, we will fight, we won't surrender. Like a blade, we will go through the night. 'Cause we're walking the way of the samurai. Every step is a sparkling night. 'Cause we're walking the way of the samurai. With dignity and grace, we face our history.
Oh man, so I'm just enjoying it because I think it's catching me, like it's catchy and the guitar riff. It's like I'm just getting into it, so I just forgot.
And I'm just like the story. I'm just,
Oh yeah,
like everything that's going on. Like and I'm like, is the girl with the apple supposed to be Eve, and the guy with the hammer is that Thor? And I'm just trying to like it. I'm looking at all the symbolism.
yeah.
So
There's tons between the two. I think I was just so wrapped up in the music that I love the guitar riff and his voice.
yes,
I really dig his. I'll always love tenors because I'm not a true tenor. I still have that passaggio range, and I'm 41. It should be gone, but no, it's a bugger. It'll go. But I'm not a true tenor, and I'd like to be, and I love hearing true tenors. I love hearing them wail. It's so much fun, and this guy just. Man, he just goes sky high and just really wails it. And then the juxtaposition of the other singer.
oh yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man, I don't know what he's saying because I can't read the captions, and they're not that great. I don't think they're very consistent, but I just like it so far. I'm really digging it. So you're digging the story. What is the story? What are you getting so
I
far?
haven't figured out the story, but I'm still like I'm picking out the different symbolism things, like the Thor with the hammer, and
Yeah.
you've got the woman with the apple. That's got to be Eve. But I mean, those aren't the same mythology.
Right.
But there's a lot of mythology going on.
Yeah.
I think. Mm-hmm.
I like the I like the illustration. I like it. I like everything. I like everything that's going on so far. Let's keep going. I'm going to rewind a little bit so we can catch that.
And this is courtesy of Gummy Bear.
Oh yes, of course. This
All
is
right.
our sorry,
Shout
Gummy
out to
Bear.
Gummy Bear.
Yes, this is Gummy Bear's an OG Patreon
first.
ensemble member. Actually, the first, next to my mother.
Before me.
Before you, yes, it's true. But no, shout out to Gummy Bear. Thank you. I've pretty much watched everything that All for Metal has done so far because of Gummy Bear and her requests. And I'm sure we're gonna get so much more. There are another couple. They released a couple of songs. This is only one of the requests that she's given me for this band, and I kind of get to take my pick. We're gonna do both of them eventually, but
All right.
This is the first we've gotten. But thank you,
You know where I live,
Gummy
I'll
Bear.
be here.
That's true. Thank you, Gummy Bear. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here,
Yes.
and let's continue going. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying this content, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, as well as ring the bell so you get notified every time I post new content. Thanks so much for supporting. Let's get back to it.
Our spirits burn like fire in pursuit of victory. We never stop, never bow down. We're the masters, we're the slaves. Follow the voice of Bushido, no matter what they say. By the heart of our katana, by the soul of our armor, we will fight, we won't surrender. Like a blade, we will go through the night. 'Cause we're walking the way of the samurai. Every step is a sparkling night. 'Cause we're walking the way of the samurai. 'Cause we're walking the way of the samurai. Every step is a spark.
All right, let's just stop. I love that guitar solo.
Yeah.
Holy cow! So we've watched them before. You know, they're the stuff.
That's what I just
It's
figured
the ladies,
out.
the
that
two
this
ladies.
is the yes.
Yes.
I just
And they're badass guitar players. I'm
Yeah.
saying that as if I'm surprised. Like, of course they're badass guitar players. They're in this band. They are. They're so good, man. I love that little wow, wow, wow that she threw in, throwing in triplets, working against the rhythm while the double bass drum is just, that's the thing going like so fast.
Okay.
That's the guy's feet. That's the drummer's feet.
oh shoot.
Both feet.
Okay.
That's, well, depending on, there's different mechanisms you could make for to make that your bass drum go double time. They do have one where it'll go on the offbeat when your foot
Okay.
comes up, so you'll get a hit when they go down and a hit when it comes up. So to give the idea of it doing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 when your foot's only doing 1 1 1.
Gotcha.
But if not, there's also two pedals that they just,
Okay.
they're
You're
both
trying-
feet are going.
You can't see his feet, but they're going.
I'm going.
Yeah, there you
yeah.
go. Okay. Okay. I
I-
can see his feet.
And I've never learned how to play the drums. It's something that ability to be so, to have individual,
I
like
was
control
watching, yeah.
over each.
I was watching a drummer the other day, and he had the drumstick flat
Yeah.
and another drumstick on top of it, and he made the drumstick like.
Oh, and he's going.
wobble back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That
that's
was
a-
so cool.
Yeah,
So-
that's a trick that they do in drum corps and,
And then he
like
was done,
marching
and he
bands.
just flicked it away, and then grabbed another drumstick and just kept going. So I was like, that's so impressive.
The stuff that these guys can do is really, really, really cool. And then you keep it in bass. I remember
This is why
going.
all the women love the guitar or love the drummers.
Like heck, they do. They like
We-
the singers.
We marry the
Ladies,
singers.
ladies,
We cheat
what do you
on
think?
the singers with the drummer.
I'm not gonna ask.
I never
I'm not gonna ask that question. I'm gonna
cheated
set
on
myself
anybody
up
with
for
a drummer.
failure.
Okay. Okay.
Oh man, I'm gonna rewind just a tiny bit to catch
All
the
right.
change, and let's finish off this
All right.
awesome tune. Hey everybody, if you're enjoying the content and you would like to see the channel grow, why don't you join us over on Patreon? On Patreon, we're going to have exclusive episodes of reactions, music history, as well as live streaming and performance behind the scenes of my travels and everything there in between, all wrapped up in one place. I hope to see you over there. Until then, let's get back to it.
Every step is a sparking light. 'Cause we're walking the way of the
Okay.
Like,
I knew he was going to try that. Okay. He couldn't not. Okay.
so good. So good. I love that. I love that. And let me go back. Actually, I want to show you something because in one of our last videos, I talked a little bit about how bands tend to can mess with the tempo. They're not changing the tempo. They're not changing the meter. They just make cut time, split time, common time. They stretch the time. And I just want to show that it goes in every single genre. So when we started the song, let's go ahead. We're gonna play and just listen to the tempo.
Through battles and through strife, our spirits
2,
never die.
3, 4.
Stand
Yeah.
against the darkness.
Same thing.
We're burning to
But then when we ended, because music and the way you create the arc in a story, whether it be the arc of the verbal story, the song, but the arc of the musical piece, you got to give it levels. And then what level does it end in? If I could get this here. Boom, 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 boom. It's still the same tempo. One,
But it
two,
feels a lot faster.
but it feels so much faster.
All right. I'm following.
Yeah, that's those are cool. I mean, and everybody does it. You know, every song has it. You'll notice it more now that you've heard it. You'll notice it more in more music than it's everywhere.
All right.
It's great. It's a great way to give levels in music. Levels in art are huge. You want to create levels. It draws you in. You know, the story does everything it can, but sometimes other things you need to build levels around it because the story calls for these levels to get more intense or to loosen up and get softer. It's really great. I
Cool.
enjoy utilizing those things.
All right.
Well, guys, I had a great time. Did you have a great time, Kate?
I had a great time. Thank you again, Gummy Bear.
Yes, Gummy Bear, thanks so much for being the OG. And guys, I enjoyed it. Hope you did. Catch you on the
Okay.
flippity flop.
Bye, guys.